Hey there, I'm Justine Buick, the NCLEX tutor, where we help nursing students pass the NCLEX and their nursing exams. I'm a registered nurse and my background is in med-surg nursing and education. So today I'm going to be talking about NCLEX scams and some of the things that you should be on the lookout for before you go with a tutoring service. Just to give you some background, I had students contacting me after they had already worked with another tutoring service, and they were telling me some of the things that the other tutor was doing with them. And I realized that there are scams out there and people are just going to take your money and not even really be a legitimate NCLEX tutor. And so I wasn't available, or someone on my team wasn't available, and so they were having to wait, and they're like getting desperate for someone to work with. But unfortunately, they ended up just wasting their money. I'm going to give you some tips on what to look out for so that you don't get scammed. So the first thing, and probably one of the most important things to not get scammed, is make sure that your tutor will actually be meeting with you face to face. So they can do it in person, or they can meet with you on Zoom or like Google Meet. But it should be a video conferencing thing where you're back and forth with the person and you can see them and that they can give you immediate feedback. There are some companies out there, or at least one that I know of, that they are only meeting with students through email or chat or like some kind of text thing. And so that is not good at all. If you're going to pay a bunch of money to get tutored, I mean, you want to actually see the person. So if they do not meet with you face to face, then totally move on. That is totally a scam. So the second thing to do to avoid getting scammed is make sure that your tutor is actually a registered nurse. And so you can just ask what their name is, ask them what state that they're registered in, and then just go look it up at the Board of Nursing's website, and you can search license verification. There are people out there saying that they're tutoring for the NCLEX and they're not even a registered nurse because they're tutoring for like chemistry or biology or other types of exams like the SATs. And so that's not good, because you want someone who knows very specifically about nursing and the NCLEX exam. And if their license is non-existent or it's suspended, then I wouldn't use them, because clearly they're not qualified to even be a nurse. Another thing you want to be on the lookout for is don't ever pay a big chunk of money if you haven't even talked to the tutor yet. So that would be a really bad idea. You want to talk to them on the phone, and you can be on the phone with them up to 15 minutes before you decide to go ahead with tutoring. And then once you talk to them, then you can pay for the tutoring, because you want to feel comfortable with them. And when students contact me for tutoring, I will talk to them first, and then I'll say, okay, so I'm going to connect you with one of my tutors, and just make sure you talk to them first and feel comfortable with them before you go ahead with paying for all the tutoring. So the next couple things I'm going to talk about is really not NCLEX scams. It's just making sure that you get a good NCLEX tutor. So if the tutor makes you feel dumb or they feel annoyed with you, then move on, because tutors should not do that. Every student comes from a different place. Maybe they haven't been in school for a couple years and haven't studied anything. Maybe they just graduated last week, or maybe they're even still in school. As the tutor, you want to make sure that you are helping them with whatever they need and not making them feel dumb, because as soon as a person starts to feel that way, then it's really hard for the student to learn and absorb information. So definitely move on if they are making you feel really bad. So there's some really big tutoring companies out there where they hire people to tutor different types of topics. So you have all kinds of tutors for all kinds of tests and topics. And of course, NCLEX is going to be on there. And I would say that you can find a good tutor on those websites, but not everyone is going to be a good tutor or high quality tutor. So you get people who are like, I'm going to be a tutor, I'm going to start tutoring online, and really probably haven't done enough research or have learned enough about the NCLEX to actually tutor for it or have enough prep resources. And so just be cautious if you do decide to go with someone from one of those big tutoring companies. I would just say make sure that you look at the things that I've talked about in this video. So make sure that they're a registered nurse, make sure that they'll meet with you face to face, make sure that you talk to them before you go ahead with tutoring. If they start to make you feel dumb or are annoyed with you, just move on. And ideally, you want that NCLEX tutor to really help you with a plan, help you how to answer these questions, and help you with content and kind of what resources to use. And if you want to check out some more resources, you can just go to my website, thenclextutor.com. I have a team of nurse tutors and we are growing, and we just focus on NCLEX and nursing exams. And when you do become a student of ours, there's lots of resources to help you on your path of passing the NCLEX and becoming a registered nurse. Thanks for watching. Bye.